This farm commune compound, fully sustaining. They have cows, they have chickens, they have goats, they have horses, they have a huge garden. There's literally 20 of them. And they are completely self-sustaining. They never have to go to a grocery store. They never have to go anywhere to get supplies. They have a person that comes to the compound that they trust that goes and gets them supplies if they need something from Home Depot. This is the time before Amazon. This is the time before, you could have stuff delivered to your house. This is in 1995. So this is a completely self-sustaining place, which is exactly what I want. I was like, I want no government involvement in my food. I want to know where my veggies are grown, because that's a big part of the church. It's being self-sufficient and not. They had a shed that had a bunker. The floor of the shed opened and there was a bunker underground. They had enough food for 20 people for 20 years, y'all. I am talking 25-pound bags of rice by the hundreds. I'm talking canned goods, like the big giant cans that you see at the restaurant supply store, by the thousands. They had biohazard suits. They had a computer set up in 1995 that would rival some shit that you would see today. Dual monitors. Okay? It was on fucking point back then. These bitches were prepping for Y2K. They were legit prepping for the end of the world. So I'm hanging out for about a month. I'm getting to know all the kids. I'm getting to be a part of this place. I'm spending my entire days and staying overnight, and I'm learning how to cook, and I'm learning how to prep, and me and the wives are getting along really well. They did not have TV. They did not have radio. They did not have any of that social outside stuff. It was all just social interaction with other people. There was a lot of conversations. There's fucking 20 people. Somebody always to talk to. Somebody to always help you fold laundry. So after about a month, I was like, so hey, I'm not ever going to meet anybody else in your church. And he was like, oh, no, it's just us. And I was thinking that they would be an avenue to the church because I wanted to join some hippie commune with 19 kids and find myself a mama. But they thought that I wanted to be a mama, and they were planning on me being his fourth wife. And I was like, oh. So once I established that, they thought that I wanted to be his fourth wife, which was so out of left field for me. Y'all, I was 17. He was in his 50s. I wanted them to adopt me. I wanted him to be my dad and them to be my moms, and them to take me under their wing and teach me what it meant to be a loving mom and love on me and teach me how to cook and all of those things that I didn't get. That's what I was there for. I was like, y'all will teach me how to be a good mom. You'll teach me how to be a good person. You'll teach me how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of my husband. I'm okay with learning those things. I need to learn those things. But I don't want to learn them at 17. So, and they were like, well, we thought that that's what you wanted. I was like, no, that is definitely not what I wanted. So we parted ways, and I haven't really ever looked back. And if I see those missionaries coming, I kind of run the other way. That's where all of my prepper knowledge comes from. It comes from living on that militant hippie commune when I was a kid, and all of those people, and then the Mormons that I met in the late 90s that were extreme preppers, prepping for Y2K. That's where I got all this information from. And honestly, I wish that I could be friends with them. I wish that I could reach out to them and that I could communicate with them now, because I swear they were good people. But the problem is that in the Mormon faith specifically, you can only be friends with other Mormons. So I'm not willing to become a Mormon just to be able to be friends with them. I'm not willing to do that. So, but I do wish that I could talk to them, especially now. I wish I could reach out to them now and be like, hey, do you got any tips for what's going on right now? But I know that they are prepared. I know that they are on it. They were on it 20 years ago. I know that. So that's where all my shit comes from. That's how I learned.